Man. And y'all said we were bad. Gen Z got so much flack for being quote unquote the worst generation yet, until the latter pulled up, Gen Alpha. Now usually we associate the word alpha with someone who's wise and strong, with great decision making skills and a natural born leader. Someone quite like myself. But these despicable creatures are anything but that. Now if you're wondering if you fall into the category of this heinous group of people, you can see up on the screen that if you were born between the year 2010 and 2024, meaning that the oldest person will be falling in that time span might be 13 to 14. Now when I was 14, we were outside playing, trying to see if our friends could come outside, slide with the game to whatever grassy field we could find to play football. We'd be out there all day enjoying ourselves until the street lights came on, only coming in to get that quick refreshing beverage, and then we back at it. Now look at a 14-year-old today, and I promise you, if you step foot in their room, it's going to consist of blackout curtains, some sort of streamer playing in the background, and they'll be glued to the TV, and the aroma of their room is a mixture of boiled eggs, Cool Ranch Doritos, and a Taco Bell cheesy Gordita Crunch Supreme. But you won't find any of these things in there. It just smell like straight ass in there. That's how it is. I'll be the first to say this is going to be the future of America. Our future politicians, our future doctors, and our future teachers. Now with that being said, our future is most definitely doomed. You can't look anywhere without seeing some type of kid on some sort of electronic device in their hand. These kids know how to work the newest iPhone with no problems whatsoever. But take that away from them and put a book in front of them, and I swear their brains gonna start malfunctioning. Either that or they gonna throw the biggest temper tantrum ever, and that's when you pull out old reliable. Belt. Look, when I was younger, I was not a fan of whoopings at all, and other kids probably wasn't either, but look how I turned out. I'm talking to y'all behind a laptop and not talking to my fellow inmates behind bars. I'm not saying go overboard, because there's a time and place for everything, but sometimes kids need to get their whoop. These days, if you want to punish your child, all you have to do is take away their iPad and they gonna go crazy. They act like you just got done beating them to a pulp. It's like they come out the womb with a device in their hand. Before they learn how to walk or say their first words, they know how to update iPads to the latest iOS. We had American Dragon, Ben 10, iCarly, Teen Titans. Better yet, we had Vine. Yeah, that was before y'all had TikTok. Yeah, before y'all had TikTok, we had Vine, which wasn't as nearly as detrimental to our attention span as TikTok, and if it wasn't for Vine, we wouldn't have Jake and Logan Paul. I wasn't even the biggest fan of TikTok when it first came out, and then when I started posting on there, it started to low-key grow on me. Then I started to see how uninteresting it was becoming, and then I got up off of there, and that was like at the beginning of 2022. Now the things you see on there is the formula for brain cell disintegration. Phantom Tax, Skibidi Dop, Toilet, Ohio, Gat, Riz. Y'all take everything y'all hear from streamers and actually run it straight into the ground. Like, what the f is a Ohio Gat? I'm from Ohio and ain't special going on out here.
Stop the cap.
Ain't no aliens. Cap. Ain't no shapeshifters.
Cap.
Ain't no crackhead. Well, there are a few of those, but I still live in Ohio.
You what?
We ain't got none of that shit. Only thing we got is the ass Bengals and corn. First of all, a person cannot be a gat. Gat is slang that originated from rage when he used to see a voluptuous woman with that fat round donkey, aka her derriere, and then he says gat as in gat. Now the fact that he said that about Davis from AMP is a bit questionable, but that's none of my business. I gatted my socks off when I seen this. What the f is that sentence? I don't even know what that means, but I'm pretty sure it's illegal. Then this Skibidi Dop Toilet, I didn't even know what that was until I seen it on my home screen on YouTube. A head sticking out of a toilet. Really? That's what we're calling entertainment these days? Yep. We're doomed. Phantom Tax, how is that even a thing for real besides taxing Phantom actually does? I mean, I guess compared to Charlie Bit My Finger, now there's a throwback.
How old are you?
With that and the cat that was playing the piano, we also did have How To Basic, which was a grown man basically making a mess any way he could. Comparing stuff like that to the plunger dude doesn't really seem like much of a difference, but don't be fooled, because there is. See, there are kids in the 2nd and 3rd grade who can't read for
Watch
Now, reverting back to punishments, when I used to get in trouble and get grounded, I just used to read books. I maybe get like 4 or 5 books from school and just read them, and then boom, punishment over. I actually used to enjoy reading, and it isn't like my mama could take books away from me because she probably looked crazy. They were like TV in my head, so basically another form of entertainment to me. But I've seen some of these younger kids struggling on books we were flying through when we were their age. And I wasn't the biggest mathematician, but I knew my basic math that would help me out later in life, and they struggle with that too. They can't even name 3 countries in Asia. Actually, most adults can't even name 3 countries in Asia. Actually, I don't even think I can name 3 countries in Asia. Indonesia, Nepal, and Taiwan.
Nice.
If we letting kids be on the device all day, let it be something educational they're watching or playing. It'll probably help out a lot more than Coco Melon. Turn that shit off and turn on some Wild Kratts or something. Plus, it don't help that they watching streamers like Neon, Jack Doughboy, and Speed. Most of the time they promote straight degeneracy. Every time I hear about these guys, it's usually nothing good. This Neon is dating an OnlyFans model who's literally using him for straight clout. Jack Don't Do It goes around talking to random pedestrians while hiding behind the security guard. And look, I get it, it's your job, but you can't get mad when people want to scrap with these motherfuckers after they get done talking about them. Cause I ain't gonna lie, if I was your security guard, you low-key gonna be on your own. Especially when all you do is antagonize people and then expect me to whoop their after you riling them up. I'll step in if they get to beating you too bad. A security guard's job is not to literally handle all your problems. They're supposed to guard you in case something happens. Now that I think about it, let's actually talk about Speed, because you see more meat from this guy than the poultry section at Walmart. This is what the kids are watching, and this is what influenced them these days. I mean, yeah, half of the shit they put on TikTok probably shouldn't be taken serious, but they don't know that. They don't know that all this bull is turning their brain into mush before it's even finished developing. So mixing the bull from TikTok and these degenerate streamers just leaves us at an all-time high for a disaster to occur. Parents, take the iPad out of the kids' hands and let these motherfuckers go outside for actual human interaction. All this digital stuff they consume, it can't possibly be good for their social skills, as if it wasn't bad enough as it is. As if it isn't bad that the latter half of Gen Z isn't already socially awkward. I mean, how bad do you think these little gonna be? If I have a kid and he comes out saying, "Oh my God, Riz, your skibbity bop toilet is at my Ohio Phantom Tax Riz," I'm shoving that little motherfucker back where he came from and getting my money back. See, I'ma do what any parent that's in their right mind would do to prevent all of this, and it's actually pretty simple. I'm not gonna give my kid an iPad before the age of 6. Like, what happened to toys? Like, the actual enjoyment and excitement of unboxing a toy will be lost on these kids in this day and age. Appreciate y'all staying to the end of the video. Make sure y'all go ahead, follow me on all my social media, sub up to the second channel, road to 50K. Hopefully y'all had a happy new year, and I'll see y'all next time.
She addicted me just like some Ritalin. Your girl up for grabs, I snatch it and dance. Don't know why she play like she innocent. I get to the bag, I'm thumbing through cash. You know that I'm counting up dividends. Put this shit on my back and stack up on racks. Wake up and I'll do all this shit again. I've been up for 7 days and I'm making plays. Can't let nothing take all my energy. Make sure the finish, they pay for some centuries. I do not beef, I just pray for my enemies. Mama look at me like what's getting into me. Diamonds they hit like a shot of that Hennessy. Hodge and Mama, we look like the military. Run up on me, I got heavy artillery. Swear the clip might be as long as a centipede.